Hey there guys, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we'll be reacting to SCP 3229, A Blessed Sea. Yeah, considering this is an SCP, I doubt that sea is very blessed whatsoever. Is not very blessed. But hey, to be honest, I just got done watching one of the Monty Python movies, and let's just say it's kind of eye-opening seeing a lot of old people taking an office building for pirating. And yes, it was the Monty Python movie, The Meaning of Life. Anyway, let's press play and see what's gonna happen, shall we?
Viewer discretion is advised. Everyone in the crew noticed a shift as soon as we entered the cave. I didn't like it. Made my second in command feel uneasy too. We entered the inner caverns through a river of some sort. It was wide enough for the ship to pass through. It led us out to this first island and into a wider space. Further out, it looked like a full-sized ocean. Mickey said he could see at least 3 other islands right away, and more of those lights in the distance. I made the call to stop and dock where we were. We slept in shifts to keep on lookout, and I was always the one who had to stay up at the deepest hour of the night. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching us in the dark, like something terrible was about to come out from the sea.
Oh no, a tentacle monster. Oh no.
But on the third, my suspicions were proven right. A dozen of these fishies, we called them, ransacked our camp. Some of them even came from the water. They caught us off guard, but strangely enough, they didn't kill us. They broke my comrades' arms and legs to prevent struggling, then dragged them into the sea. I lost many friends that night. Some of them were begging me to do something to help them, but I couldn't do anything. The pistols did nothing to them, but I tried anyway in desperation. Even though I hit them square in the chest, they didn't even flinch. They just kept on dragging and dragging and dragging.
I mean, you could have shot the guys in the head, you know.
Until we brought in heavy.
I mean, his buddies in the head.
We still weren't sure
right?
How many men we'd lost. Baron told me they tried to capture rather than kill. He saw them dragging people down into the water. I couldn't even begin to imagine what they wanted to do with the poor bastards.
Wow,
Today,
I have an idea, but yeah, as a guy, that's probably not going to be very fun.
SCP-3229,
unless you're into that.
A blessed sea, is a spatial anomaly located within a cave system around the southwest coast of Svalbard. The cave itself is situated on an islet approximately 18 square meters. Within the cave is an archipelago of 312 islands of varying sizes. This space is not reachable by any means other than the cave entrance, and as such, appears to exist on another plane of reality. The
fucking ads
within 3229 is observed
anyway
inhabited by a pre-industrial civilization which is spread across the entirety of 3229. Currently, 3229 is inhabited by a number of undiscovered aquatic and amphibious life forms, with the most common entity hostile to Foundation personnel being SCP-3229-A. 3229-A are humanoid amphibious hybrids that are the primary hostile inhabitants of 3229. While some degree of variation exists between instances of SCP-3229-A, all entities exhibit a collection of common traits, including discolored blue-gray skin, coral-like growths around the cranium, as well as protruding from near the shoulder blades, large dorsal fins, glassy eyes, and numerous visible SCP-3229-B instances moving beneath the skin. SCP-3229-B are parasitic life forms responsible for the creation of 3229-A instances. They are worm-like organisms of varying length, commonly 2 to 4 inches in diameter. The entities enter hosts via any available orifice, with the mouth and eyes being the most common. SCP-3229-B have also been observed entering through artificial orifices on victims, such as gunshot wounds or injuries caused by 3229-A. This form of implantation is less common, as 3229-B gravitate towards able-bodied hosts. This is hypothesized to be due to the relationship between SCP-3229-B and SCP-3229-O. SCP-3229-O is an unidentified aquatic organism of unknown size and origin. Recovered sources refer to it as a significant figure within the pantheon of the archipelago's original civilization. It is known to be responsible for the creation of 3229-B and, by proxy, 3229-A. Recovered sources also state that only one 3229-O instance remains, with the rest of the pantheon now extinct. An experiment was
that
carried out
sucks.
to study the infection process. Alright, subject D3231145. Please step into the chamber. Dr. Isego then looked towards Site Director Yu, who gave him a firm nod. Alright, the chamber is sealed. Now, introduce SCP-3229-B into the chamber. A door on the side of the chamber slid open.
Oh
The
dear.
parasites. They swarmed all over the D-Class in no time and began invading his orifices. No.
Now that's an image.
No, not the worms. Not the worms. My eyes. My eyes! Ah! His scream was cut short as the parasites dislocated his jaw. They could hear the sound of bones popping. Subject D3231145 is hereby designated as a host, SCP-3229-A.
Huh.
Damn. Not only do they take over your body, but they also do it in the most painful way possible. Wait, Doctor, that's not all. Look! A few minutes later, coral-like protrusions breached 3229-A's skin. Its face became disfigured due to its contorted bone structure. My goodness, look at that monstrosity! The host had completed its skeletal restructuring. A dorsal fin was now visible, and its lower limbs have become double-jointed. Its skin became taut, revealing more of its deformed skeletal structure as well as 3229-B instances wriggling underneath. Alright, this has gone on long enough. Send in the squad. Wait, what's it doing? 3229-A turned towards the observation mirror, as if it was able to see through the one-way glass. It stared down Dr. Isego and began to move towards him. Oh my god, it's coming towards us. Wait, where are you going, Director? The security team entered the chamber and attempted to immobilize 3229-A using fast-acting tranquilizer darts. The darts hit its body and injected the fluid. 3229-A lost its strength for a moment as it dropped to its knees, but it didn't last long. Subject has been incapacitated. Wait, what? 3229-A got back
You
on its
pissed
feet
it off.
and grunted furiously. It charged towards the security team and sent them flying across the room. One of them managed to dodge its attack and pulled out his sidearm to fire it. Although the
Which
bullets
pissed
seemed
it
to
off
have dealt
even
some
more.
damage, 3229-A simply shrugged it off and grabbed him by the throat. Then, with its newfound strength, it hurled him through the observation glass. The body crashed against Dr. Isego and pinned him onto the floor. Code Red, I repeat, Code Red. We have an anomaly breaching containment on site. 3229-A grabbed the assistant's arm and broke it with one violent twist. Why the hell are you guys standing around like idiots? Help me up, or kill this thing. Do something. But
Yeah,
the
you're
staff
gonna
were
die.
frozen in fear. 3229-A went on a rampage, and Dr. Isego could only watch helplessly as his colleagues were being slaughtered. Soon enough, MTF Gamma-6 promptly terminated 3229-A with high-caliber rounds. The team leader, Agent Devereaux, pushed the body off and helped Dr. Isego to his feet. I cannot thank you enough for saving my life. God, all this carnage, just from one single entity. Hard to imagine that thing used to be a human being. You ain't seen nothing yet. These are nothing next to something even greater. You mean 3229-O? Agent Devereaux nodded. He put his rifle aside and lit a cigarette. I was with the stealth sub SCPF Thurston when the entity made contact. It worked fine for dodging the fishes. I can't remember the exact depth, but we were really, really deep. We passed several submerged ruins that we were translating and cataloging, and we found a lot of intel on the -O, like how the parasites are being used to turn people into fishies, so they could be closer to their god. The fishies are worshippers. They probably received some kind of command from the -O. We were like a tenth of the way through the ruins when the hull hit something and were forced to stop. It turned out to be a fishy, but it's not one of the usual ones. That one had this weird robe on. We couldn't tell if it was clothing or part of his body. We sent a couple of guys down into the airlock to take it out, but it just swam right in, calm as anything. Didn't even seem to notice the guys. It was mumbling something in its own language. Then suddenly, it became agitated. Not necessarily hostile, but the chants were getting louder and sounded more aggressive. Rather, it sounded like it was panicky and scared. And that's when the thing hit us, the -O. Whole sub rocked to one side.
Oh
Massive
dear.
tentacles punctured through the sub and grabbed them. It was chaos all around. I couldn't get a good look at it, but you could tell that thing was huge. We fired 2 torpedoes, made the thing bleed, but it didn't even seem phased. Not only
Yeah, no
did it get
shit.
angrier, the damn thing's body morphed and contorted to repair the damage, grew some new body parts as well. Not only was it crushing the sub, it's making the men go insane with some crazy cognitohazards or something. Our men started to babble like the fishy we picked up. One of the lieutenants was clawing his eyes out, kept saying he could feel something slithering behind them. Some divers went out with the fishy in hopes to divert its attention. It worked. Or maybe it didn't even care about the sub to begin with. Whatever it was, something made it lose interest in the sub. That gave us the opportunity to run. Then came another thud as the thing hit us, but the divers did something to distract it. They never made it back. If the entity were to become hostile, do you think we could stop it?
No.
Agent Devereaux couldn't answer it.
No way,
But
no.
to Dr. Isego, his silence was already the answer.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I'll be making. So yeah, bye.